Day one, Blackthorn knife only. Working on shelter today, or to start the day. Don't know what else the day will bring, but we're just getting started. We picked a campground's kind of not too far off of the Tuttle Creek area, but far enough back that we've had some high water. I don't think we have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about the bugs as much, I don't think. But I'm trying to do just a simple A-frame. We'll see how it turns out. Just got a bed of pine needles and ground debris. Built the frame. Putting some boughs on top of it now, and then hopefully going to start piling debris. Well, day one, knife only. Blackthorn-USA is in the books. I think I'm done for the day. I'd be lying to you if I told you it was easy, because it sure was not. Got a lot done though, I think. A series of challenges that I have to complete kind of systematically, and today took care of shelter, just a simple lean-to with cedar boughs and debris on top to kind of make it rain-proof-ish. I need to strengthen that up tomorrow. Did get the fire going, had to make cordage. That was part of the criteria, so I ended up making some cordage out of cedar bark. Not the strongest cordage I've ever had, but we don't have any yucca out here, and from what I was able to put together today, that was the best cordage I could come up with. So got a bow drill fire. Again, that was not easy. We've had a lot of moisture, so that took a lot more than I expected. Worked on some wild edibles. Got my gypsy well dug. That's settling right now. I didn't actually use it today because I need to create a container of some variation. So that will be my project tomorrow. Well, I don't think you can see it because it's too dang dark, but just had a bucket of water dumped over my shelter. No, you really can't see anything. Didn't fare so well. Needless to say, my clothes are hanging up there. I'm soaking wet. Going to be standing around the fire trying to warm up and dry off. So I did not anticipate my shelter to shed water, but I did not anticipate a bucket of water being dumped on me either. So lesson learned. Should have put more debris on top. Well, day two of Blackthorn knife only. Me and a couple buddies that are on the course with me are sitting around working on some projects. We found a little run of water that's coming up out of the ground, so we kind of migrated over here today where we can kind of get some fluid intermittently, but also work on some things. So we're kind of sitting in like a culvert kind of washout drain or something. I don't know what this is, but I'll show you some of the projects. That's kind of where we're sitting. This is all concrete, but working on a couple different projects. Here's a variation of traps, and I'll show you these set up later. But this is one 2-stick variant of a trap. Here is the components for a figure 4. I'm going to have to make one more trap set. We have to make 3 different styles, but this right here is eventually going to be a fish spear. And I still have to make the gorge hook. But this here is going to be my fishing pole. And then lastly, it's my container. Had to have a natural container. So this log, which is hollowed out about 10 inches down there, is going to be my way to transport water back to camp. These guys beat me to water yesterday. They both made containers and have been doing well with that. But here's Boone. working on his stuff, and Nate doing the same. I'll walk you down here and show you where this water's coming through. So, right here, and we hiked up this wash, and it's dry all up that wash, so this water's coming underneath this, under the ground, but it washes in, comes out right there, and then we've been drinking right there. You can kind of see where it's running. Then it runs down through there and connects up with another little stream. It's running pretty good down there, but we decided we were just going to drink it straight where it's coming out of the ground. So, keep you updated. Well, day 2. Probably give you an update here in a little bit on how the rest of the days went. I feel like I got quite a bit done. Right now I'm on my way down to our gypsy wells that we dug for water collection. I'm also transporting our fire, or my fire. We have to create a way to transport coals, so I've loaded this old log, which was my container at one point in time that I was transporting water in. Filled that up with coals. It's still a little damp, so I'm letting it get a lot more air than I probably should, but I don't want it to go out. So we're going to go down here and see what our wells look like. So the water ends right here, and I came in, I don't know, maybe 10 feet, 15 feet. And here is my well. It's got a lot of clay in it, so it doesn't take much for it to get the sediment stirred up, but usually I can get a good cupful or two of pretty good clear water out of there before I've got to let it settle again. Just hanging out around camp, working on a burnout bowl. This log is pretty kind of gone, so I don't know how well this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a shot. If I have to, I might line the inside of it with clay after I get it burnt out, but we'll see how it turns out. Well, final day, coming to a close. It's been interesting. It's been an incredible experience. Tough, but a lot of fun. Sitting in front of my shelter, beefed it up today. Not expecting any rain, but I don't want to get wet. So, a lot of things went on, you know, making containers, both drinking containers and carrying containers, animal track, animal sign, hunting, fishing apparatuses, fire, keeping the fire going for the entire time that we've been here. We haven't had to restart the fire. I got my initial fire and kept it going for 2 days, and then one of the other guys got their fire going, so I let mine go out. We've just been feeding off of his. Couldn't have done it with a better group of guys. I mean, Nate and Boone have been a blast to be out here in the woods with. It's been tough. We're hungry, we're tired, we're dirty, but I would probably do this again. It was definitely worth the time to come out here and do this. My knife choice, can't say enough about it. Broken Arrow Products. Bruce did a fantastic job on this knife. Had it out here just beating it up for days now. Still crazy sharp. Got one coal to ignite off of a spark off the back of this. just to see if I could do it. It's been it seems like a small knife, but it's really not. It's done everything that I asked it to do. Shelter building, processing firewood, building traps, harvesting cordage. It's done everything. I wouldn't pick a different knife. I was a little nervous about it. I was worried that it wasn't going to be a big enough knife to process all the wood that I would think I need for this stuff, but what I couldn't process with the knife, I could easily process other ways. So the knife choice was great. I know I've already talked to the other guys. I'll post some pictures of their knife as well at the end here, but they're both very happy with their knives as well. So I think overall we all had a great time. I'm looking forward to eating something. I really didn't get hungry until today, but we've been sustaining ourselves off of lamb's quarters, gooseberries, a couple raspberries here and there, some wood sorrel. No protein. We tried our hand at a little fishing, but Tuttle Creek's so high we couldn't get anything, and kicked through a couple pack rat nests. We saw one, but it got away from us, and the rest of them we didn't even see them. The wildlife has been incredible. We've got birds flying above us high right now. We had a deer almost walk through our camp this morning, and then this afternoon we did have a coyote come through the edge of our camp. Lots of snakes, squirrels, small game all over the place. It's been a peaceful experience. So thanks for checking it out. I'll post some pictures up as well, but if you get the opportunity to do it, the knife-only course out of Blackthorn-USA is well worth it. It was challenging, but fun. They say no instruction provided, but I learned a lot out here today, or this weekend.